So it's day 100 of my high intensity, high frequency program, the Bulgarian manual. I call it squat bench every day, but it's not actually, squat bench every day. I work out like 3 to 7 days straight, and I took a day off. Because if I don't take a day off, I wouldn't make as much progress, to be quite frank. So, but it's day 100, May 1st, 2022, and I hit 2 PRs today. I hit a 380-pound high bar squat and also a 290-pound competition pause bench. The caveat here with the bench is I feel like I didn't pause long enough because I tend to lose a bit of tightness, or at least it feels like I'm losing a bit of tightness at the bottom off my chest, on my chest at the bottom, right, of the bench. So when the weight gets heavy, I tend to just, shorten the pause a little bit. So the pause was a little short, but I still paused. So 290 bench PR. I haven't hit a bench PR in a while, like an actual, a main bench lift PR, right? All those variations like feet up or close grip, it's fine, but hitting a PR on either the touch and go or the pause bench are the important lifts for me, right? So very happy about 2 PRs today. As you guys know, I've been working out since the 27th, right? 27, 28, 29, 30, and May 1st. So this is 5th day in a row. And usually I don't make PRs 5 days in a row. Especially, it's funny, I sumo deadlifted yesterday, right, up to 435. And it's not a max by any means. And I recover faster compared to conventional deadlift, right? But I wasn't expecting, 350 to be so easy on the high bar today. But it was easy, so I did 370 and then 380, right? I think if I haven't deadlifted yesterday sumo, I don't know if the high bar today would have been easier or harder, right? Maybe it's some quad activation. I'm not entirely sure, but even today I might have been able to hit 385, right? But 380 is good for me. I'm approaching a 400-pound high bar squat. I think 300-pound pause bench is still kind of far away, probably a month or two, probably more, because I'm trying to cut right now and haven't gained weight in a whole week. Probably actually losing a bit of weight, like maybe half a pound or so. And I want to keep that trend and make sure I, at the bare minimum, not gain any weight, right? And I think today I did so well on the bench and the squat is because I ate a bit more yesterday. I ate some sugar cookies from Insomniac Cookies. It's this chain store. They sell cookies, and I had 2 regular sized sugar cookies. That was about 350 calories, and that I think helped a little bit. Had that at 12 a.m. And then I also had this Korean dish. It's basically spicy pork with kimchi and pork belly. So she bought spicy pork, pre-made kind of, from the Korean market. And then she bought some marinated pork belly, and she put that in there and with some extra kimchi. So I was covered on the protein and carb side, and I also have some leftover Mexican pork chop with salsa. So I ate a lot of meat and carbs last night, so I think that helped, right? When I weighed myself this morning, I didn't really gain any weight, but I think that definitely helped with my lift, right? I'm not expecting to hit any PRs if I cut any harder, right? I'm eating about 23 to 2,700 calories on average. More on 23 actually. The past week, I've been seriously doubling down on my calories. Being serious about it. See how far that takes me, but yeah. And I just realized I kind of want to hit 200 kilos on the low bar squat, which is 440, right? 441 basically, but I'm currently at 430, right? So I'm 10 pounds away. But if I cut, I don't think I'll hit it, but maybe depends, right? We'll see. But day 100, I think after this this part of the video, I'm gonna show my spreadsheet, and like I showed on day 50, and just kind of walk you guys through the progress I've been tracking and the volume I've been doing, and kind of how far I've been through it. right? How far I've gone and how much progress I made. But also you saw that 290, I had this person spot me. I think I did 275 and then I was gonna do 285, but I was like, screw it, and I did 290, and I was worried that I'll miss it because I think I missed it last week, right, a week ago. So I had somebody spot me, because if I didn't have a spotter, there's no safeties, right? So that would have been dangerous. But I got 290 with albeit a short pause. So I'm gonna show my spreadsheet, and I'll talk about that for like 3-4 minutes, and that'll be kind of like a milestone, right? Day 50 and now day 100. Alright, see you guys there. So I actually recorded this already, but I realized that the microphone option for QuickTime Player wasn't on, so I was talking, but it wasn't being recorded. So I talked for about 8 minutes. So for this second attempt, I'm gonna just kind of not talk as much. But as you can see, this is my PR sheet. I have 4 sheets: PR, squat, bench, and deadlift. High intensity, high frequency Bulgarian method, following the Bulgarian manual. And here's where my 1 rep maxes have been updated. I haven't updated any of these because I haven't been doing those, and I haven't done overhead press, but a lot of these, I've made PRs recently, right? Low bar squat, day 96. Competition pause bench today. High bar squat today, right? Haven't done a 3 count pause for high bar squat in a while, so if I do that right now, probably can hit like 330, 340, maybe more. But yeah, and then here is some of the assistants that I try to follow. Haven't done barbell rows, because they tend to help kind of get in the way of my recovery compared to something like cable rows. So I've been doing cable rows almost every time I go to the gym. I can't do it at home, but every time I get to go to the San Jose State gym, I do cable rows. Barbell rows, I might put these in if I want, but I'm gonna just say maybe once a week, and then put here like cable rows, 3 to 5 times a week, 2 to 3 sets, right? And this row tricep extensions, I try to do it twice a week. This, I think it's a exercise that my PT told me. It's a adductor slide. You basically take something that you can slide your left foot or right foot on, and then you kind of spread your leg out to the side, and it really puts your adductor under tension, I believe, and it makes your adductor stronger even though you're not using any weight. And this is what helped me recover my left adductor last year when I injured it, doing Bulgarian split squats and sumo deadlifts. And then I also try to run about 3 to 4 times a week, about 4 to 8 minute run, just to burn off some calories, keep my heart rate up. And then moving on to my sheets, right? You can see how I've made my progress, how I did different variations. You can see how low bar was 355 RP7, and now you can see I did 400, right, and then 405, and then 410, 415, which is like 25 days later, and then 420, and then here's where like I started to get a lot of PRs, right? 420, 425, 430. So latest PR is 380 high bar. I love doing high bar, right? But I think I don't want to cut any more low bar days, so this is like kind of my week of workouts. So 1 low bar, 2 low bar. I have 3 low bar days, right? I think this is the one I might cut if I were to replace a day. I kind of want to replace this with high bar pause squats, but I feel like I don't have a low bar short pause squat in here, and I have 3 low bar days, no 4 actually, right? So if I were to cut a low bar day, which I think wouldn't hurt, I might just cut this one. But I do like pausing low bar squats, right, to get my low bar squat stronger out of the hole. But I might cut this one out for high bar pause. But then I do pause front squats the day before, so I'm not sure. So we'll see about that. So far, this has worked for me, right? Yeah. So This is my squat sheet, and then my bench sheet, same thing. I did competition pause 260 RP 9, right? Day 1. And then I did 290 at RP 10 today, right? And 275 RP 8.5. So I can say that I got my bench about, say, 25 pounds stronger, right? Because I could have probably gone 265 or maybe like RP 10, right? Maybe RP 9.5. And now I got 290 RP 10. And then touch and go, I hit 300 a while back. I didn't record it because I forgot to hit record. I think I was nervous while working on at home, but day 31. So I probably could have hit 300 touch and go today as well, but I'm not gonna go for 300 at home tomorrow. I'm just gonna keep it kind of lighter and easier, but I do want to hit 305 and then eventually 315 on touch and go, but I'm not gonna rush it, right? Bench is kind of secondary to the goal of doing this program. Is my squat, right? I care about my squat a lot more than my bench, actually. But deadlift here, I started tracking my deadlift on day 65. I did deadlifts before, like every 10 days to 2 weeks, but here's this period where I deadlifted about 3 times a week, 3 to 4 times a week, and you see I did 415 RP 7, and then here 415 RP 9. I wasn't able to fully recover with all of the squat volume I did, right? So I end up doing about every week or so, right? Every week, every 9-10 days, and then, but this is conventional, right? Sumo deadlift, I can get away with doing it every 4 to 5 days, and be able to recover for the most part. Conventional, I can't, but I like conventional more, and I pull about the same conventional in sumo, which is funny, right? You think sumo is easier? It's not easier for everybody, right? And as you can see here, I have on squat sheet, I have this daily working volume. You can see how my volume changes, and the weekly rolling average. You can see how my volume has increased, right, slightly. You see, I started around like the mid 700s. Now recently it's consistently around the low to mid 800s. Right, so volume for my squats are going up slightly, right? And then my bench volume has also been slightly going up, but it's not really going up in terms of the numbers of reps I do, but it's more because the weights are getting heavier, right? So weights are getting heavier, but I'm still doing 2 sets of 3. You can see, right? Gotta hate incline bench. But this like a couple times I did 8 reps of 2 sets of incline, and I dropped incline. Just I feel like it didn't help my flat bench that much. So, and incline it's really hard. But eventually I might want to go back to overhead press and then add an incline. But then if I focus on overhead press, my bench is gonna be affected. So for now it's just gonna be bench. So I ended up talking for 8 minutes again. So I'm gonna end the commentary here. This is kind of a milestone for me, right? 100 days. I started working out on December 31st, 2021, and now May 1st, 2022 has been 100 days of me squatting, 3 to 7 days straight with 1 day rest, and it's been working for me. Best program I've ever done. If you want to do this program, you can ask me some advice about it. I've been doing it for a while, so anyways, thank y'all for the support. I really appreciate all the help, and here's to 100 more days. Thank you again, and see you guys tomorrow. Peace.